Good evening, parents. Welcome to Junior High Parent Orientation. Our principals wanted to say a few words to you all before you go off to meet your teachers and learn all about all things junior high, but we want to talk a few things about overarching topics that affect everybody. First of all, I want to tell you about these junior high teachers. We've got in 7A, Amanda Morris, and then in 7B, Deacon Danny Hartnetty, in 7C, Elizabeth Shackelford, in 8A, Rebecca Stewart, in 8B, Carla Seelig, and in 8C, Mary Kleinsword, better known as Miss K. Now, these people are angels on this earth because they, on purpose, want to teach junior high kids. Can you imagine? It is a wild world of junior high. They go through what I call the twilight zone of their growing up years. They're trying to figure out who they are. They're not little kids anymore. They're not quite teenagers. And this is this little transition time, this 2-year period that we call junior high. And these angels on earth are going to love your kids through the next 2 years. And we're so blessed to have them. So I hope you enjoy hearing from each of them tonight. Your kids are also going to encounter lots of our specialty teachers. We have Coach C teaching PE, Mrs. Parrish teaching art. Mr. G, Mr. Jafria, we call him Mr. G, is our music teacher. Mrs. Frank is in the STEM lab this year. Mrs. Wood is our librarian. Senor Talbert will be back to entertain them in the Spanish classes. And Coach Drydrick will be our athletic director. We have 2 new people helping this year. Jordan Henley is going to be our assistant principal, and she's going to be in the old assistant principal's office. And next door to her is going to be Jillian Wisnett, another assistant principal. Most of you know this is going to be my last year, so I've got 2 wonderful women helping me, and I can already tell you it's amazing having 2 assistant principals. I wish we could always have 3 people in the office because we're getting so many things done this year. It's just started out so great. The first thing I want to talk to you about is our mission and philosophy at Christ the King School. I know you've heard it before and you'll hear it often, but our mission is to teach and live the Catholic doctrines and values and to provide a quality academic program through a loving Catholic atmosphere. That is who we are at Christ the King. In all the years that we've been here, we've stayed true to this mission. We built this school so that the Catholic children of our parish could have a Catholic school to attend. Because before this school was built, all the Catholic schools in town were full and there wasn't room for Christ the King kids to go to a Catholic school. And so Monsignor Hebert built the school for us, and we're standing on the shoulders of many people that made lots and lots of sacrifices to get this school built back in 1986. I came to the school in 1986 as a teacher, and I can tell you this school has blessed so many families, so many children, so many teachers. It's my school home. I love it, and I'll miss it after I'm not here. But this year, I'm too busy to miss it. People keep asking, does it feel weird that it's your last year? It doesn't feel like anything. It's just school. I'm doing school, and that's the way it's going to be this whole year. We're going to stay true to the mission, and we're going to give the kids the best education that we can at Christ the King. Just a few housekeeping tips. Junior high hours are 7:45 to 2:45. Junior high drop-off areas outside the south doors, which most of you know. If you arrive after 7:45 and you don't see a teacher standing outside, that means the door is locked. And then you need to bring your student to the main office to get a tardy slip. If you're running late, please do not speed down that drop-off area trying to get there under the bell. Just go around and get the tardy slip, because I've seen a few people do that, and it's terrifying because we do have some kids that walk to school, and I don't want anyone to get hurt out there. At Christ the King, 3 times tardy equals 1 school day absent. And if a child accumulates 17 days of absences, he or she will be required to attend summer school or repeat the grade. So it's really important that you get your students to school on time every day. And the 7:45 hour means they're supposed to be in their desk ready to work at 7:45, not being dropped off outside at 7:45, so they can't transport their body straight to their desk. So try to get here a little bit before that. Do not enter the school before, during, or after school without going through the office to sign in and get a name tag. Most of you already know that, but if you're new, you might not. The first time you enter, you need to have your driver's license for us to scan through our hall pass system, and that'll produce a badge for you to wear. After we have your license in our system, so even if you came last year, your license will still be in our system. You just need to stop in, and Miss Diane or Miss Fatima will print a badge for you. Before school is not a good time to have a teacher conference. So if you've got an issue that you need to discuss with a teacher, please contact the teacher by calling the office and leaving a message, or sending the teacher an email, and the teacher will contact you during one of his or her breaks. or even after school. So that will really kind of help. And don't, teachers are teaching, so if you send an email, they're not going to answer it immediately because they're not looking at their emails all through the day. They usually have like time during their lunchtime or whenever their planning periods are to look at them, but most of the day they're teaching. Junior high students have lunch at 12:10 and go out to recess following lunch. You're welcome to come to school to eat with your child during lunch, but we ask that you eat only with your child because asking friends to join causes hurt feelings. They may bring a snack from home to eat during their morning break, and they may also bring a water bottle to school. If you're coming to eat lunch with your student and you want to order a tray from our cafeteria, just call the office between 8:30 so we can get your name in the count for lunch that day. There's a mandatory safe environment requirement for all school volunteers. Any person working in any capacity with children of Christ the King School, including parent volunteers, must complete all safe environment requirements described within the Diocese of Little Rock Safe Environment Training Curriculum. It's called CMG Connect. CMG stands for Catholic Mutual Group. It's the insurance company the diocese uses, and they put out the Safe Environment Program. That's why it's called CMG Connect. You'll listen to some videos, answer questions, and then they will also perform a background check. The requirements and certification must be completed before anyone is allowed to volunteer at school. Directions for safe environment training and certification, along with the driving curriculum for those volunteers who wish to drive on field trips, are included in your parent folder, and they're also on the resource page on RenWeb. For help with these trainings, you can contact Diane McDaniel in the school office, and her email is dmcdaniel@ctklr.org. Please do not send food treats such as cupcakes or anything on your child's birthday. We have many children with allergies and also parents who are just concerned about what their children are consuming at school during the day. You can send a small item if you need to celebrate. Most of the time in junior high, they don't do that. But please don't send food treats to school. We just have a lot of kids with allergies that are pretty severe, and we don't want anyone to get injured at school.
Hi everyone, we are going to go over just some reminders on our uniforms. So I have two great models here with me to show us exactly what the uniform is supposed to look like. So for junior high, just a reminder, if you have a girl, she does wear the plaid skirts. The skirts have to be, we follow the rule where if they put their hands down like this, their fingertips, the skirt has to go past their fingertips, so our skirts are not too short. Also, reminders that the boys wear their khaki shorts. And let's see, we also have our white socks that are visible and they have no logos on them. So plain white socks only. And then we have our boys, we have to wear a belt if they have their belt loops. So brown, black, or navy blue must be worn if they're gonna wear a belt. And then we have our shoes. Make sure you're wearing tennis shoes only. And then for jewelry, so jewelry should be kept to a minimum, so only a watch and one bracelet. For watches, please make sure they are not smart watches, so they don't have like an Apple Watch or anything like that, because that is distracting, so please keep those at home if possible. Necklaces and expensive jewelry are not allowed to be worn at school unless it's a cross necklace. Those can be worn. Hair barrettes, bows, ribbons, and headbands should be modest, but Catherine's not wearing one of those, so that's okay. For girls, no dangly earrings. You can have studs, or she has these little heart earrings right here. Those are great, just nothing dangly. And then please wear no makeup. For fingernails, we have no fake nails. We don't do the acrylic nails, and actually we don't do fingernail polish at all. So just keep our nails nice and clean with no polish on them. And then we have for casual day, we have, if shorts are worn, they must be the uniform shorts. So if Joseph wears a t-shirt to casual day, he has to wear his khaki shorts with them. Tank tops, jeans with holes, and short skirts are not allowed. Leggings can be worn under a dress, a skirt, or a top of appropriate length. And work boots and sandals may not be worn, and Uggs can only be worn on casual day only. For hairstyles for the boys, just a reminder that their hair must be above their eyebrows, above, not touching the tops of their ears. And Joseph, will you turn around for me? It should not be touching the back of their collar. So we are gonna make sure that our boys' hairs are a decent length. And that is all I have for uniforms. So thank you, my perfect models. And we'll see you guys later.
Hello, I'm Jillian Wisnett, and I'm one of the assistant principals here at Christ the King Catholic School. And I just wanted to go over some additional information for your junior high orientation. The first thing I'm going to talk about is our wireless, our cell phone policy. When you are coming through the dismissal line and the drop-off line in the morning, we ask that you use hands-free only on your phones. It's an Arkansas state law that you may not text or use your hand-held phone during those times. Also, please encourage your children to turn off their phones or smartwatches before they step out of your car. They will be turning them into their homeroom teacher. Their homeroom teacher will hold on to those for safekeeping during the day and hand them back to them when they're leaving. They're also asked not to turn them back on until they're back in your car. Another item we want to talk about is our social media policy. We ask that as a parent of Catholic school, you have the responsibility to partner with our school to promote our school and speak well of others. Ultimately, you are solely responsible for what you post online. Before creating online content, consider some of the risks and rewards that are involved. Please keep in mind that any conduct that adversely affects employees, students, or families of the parish or school may result in disciplinary action up to and including withdrawal of your child from the school and or legal action. Please be kind and keep our school in mind and promote it in a positive way on social media. Also, we have our Race for Education. It will happen on October 11th. Your junior high teachers will pass out more information in their packets. It's our big fundraiser for our school. It's gotten a lot of the playground equipment as well as some of the technology in our school for us. So please be generous with your donations. It is on October 11th, and the junior high will be participating in the afternoon. Please come out. It's an exciting day for our school and for your kids. The PTO snacks sale will happen once a month. That also coincides with our casual days. Students will be able to pick up a snack in the cafeteria when they go through. 8th grade is responsible for the snack sale on September 12th. And 7th grade is responsible for bringing snacks on October 10th. Our homeroom moms may ask you to send in money or to send in items to donate for those snacks. If you are asked to bring in the snacks, please refer to the safe snack list before sending them in. Grandparents' Day is going to be on Friday, January 31st of 2025. So please let all those grandparents know so that they can make plans to attend. It's at the end of our Catholic Schools Week, and we encourage all those grandparents to come in and to see our school on that day. Again, that's Friday, January 31st, 2025. Thank you guys so much for coming to orientation. We hope you have a great time visiting all of your children's classes, and we'll see you soon.